Question 11 here. How can we avoid making mistakes when determining a repeating decimal? Avoid making mistakes when determining a repeating decimal by carrying out the division until you notice a repeating pattern. So let's write a title of differences. All right. Here we have 0.13666666, and notice how the repeating notation is marked only on the 6, on top of the 6. All right, so how about the second example here? Well, here we have 0.13663636, and notice how the repeating notation is placed on top of the 3 and the 6. And for our last example here, let's go ahead and cover all 3 digits, 136. All right, so we have 0.136136 Let's solve 3 over 22. So we can only place the repeating notation when we notice a pattern here. So this is going to be one of our longer videos with an extremely long division problem here, because it never ends. It's just going to keep repeating. It's a repeating decimal. So how many times does 22 go into 3? Well, 0 times, right? We place a 0 on the quotient, then we place a decimal sign, all right, and then we're going to borrow a 0 here. So how many times does 22 go into 30? Once, all right? We're going to place 1 in our quotient side, then we're going to go ahead and multiply 1 times 22, giving us 22, and 30 minus 22 will give us 8. Now let's go ahead and borrow another 0 here. Drop down the 0. And now, how many times does 22 go into 80? 3 times. All right, and 3 times 22 is 66. And 80 minus 66 is 14. All right, now we're going to go ahead and place another 0 and drop down another 0. And we're going to see how many times does 22 go into 140. 22 goes into 140 6 times. 6 times 22, well, that'll give us 132. And 140 minus 132 will give us 8. We notice another 8 here. Okay, let's clean this up here just a touch. Probably bring down the quotient a little here, and then we'll continue on from there. All right, bring down another 0 here. We have 80 once again. 22 goes into this 80 3 times. Okay. 22 times 3. Well, that'll give us 66 again. 80 minus 66 will give us 14. So our second 14. Drop down another 0 here. We're left with 140. This will be our second 140 here. Okay. 22 goes into 146 times. 22 times 6 is 132. And 140 minus 132 is 8. So this is our third 8. And I'm running out of space once again. So I'm going to delete the original problem. Now we can go ahead and place another 0. We already noticed there's a pattern. How many times does 22 go into 80? Well, 3 times. This is our third 80. 22 times 3. Well, that'll give us 66. 80 minus 66. Well, that'll give us 14. And let's make more space here. Maintain everything nice and 40. Perfect. Now we make up another 0 here, drop down this 0, and 22 goes into 140 6 times. 6 times 22. Well, that'll give us 132. All right. So we can already see that there's a pattern here. All right. And we'll do it one more time just for extra clarification here. 6 times 22, well, it gives us 132. 140 minus 132 will give us our fourth eighth. Bring down another 0, and 22 goes into 80 3 times. 3 times 22, 66. 80 minus 66 will give us 14. And I'm running out of space once again. So we're going to go ahead and place another 0 over here. Give more space. Let's see. Boom. And that 140, we're going to pause there. Just for the time being, because you can already see that there's a pattern going on. So we're left with 0.136363636, and it just keeps repeating. So we're going to denote this as 3 over 22. Let's get rid of everything here. Yep, we're going to get rid of everything. Bye-bye. And we're going to state 0.136. We're going to put the repeating bar on top of the 3 and the 6, and this signifies that these two digits will repeat.